Walk the streets of Cologne today. Historic facades are restored and vibrant life fills squares where rubble once lay. Yet beneath this bustling city, a silent, volatile threat sleeps. These are the unexploded bombs. They are forgotten remnants of a conflict that ended nearly 80 years ago. This hidden danger waits, sometimes just feet below the surface. During the Second World War, the German city of Cologne endured an astonishing 262 separate air raids by the Royal Air Force. Allied bombers dropped over 34,000 long tons of explosives on the city. These weren't surgical strikes by today's standards. The strategy often aimed to hit broad areas, including residential and industrial districts alike. One attack stands out in the history of aerial warfare. That was the night of May 30th to 31st, 1942. Codenamed Operation Millennium, it marked the first time the RAF deployed 1,000 bombers in a single raid. Over 1,040 aircraft descended on Cologne in a concentrated stream lasting just 90 minutes. The goal was to overwhelm defenses and ignite massive firestorms, severely damaging German morale and infrastructure. The bombing campaigns transformed Cologne. Vast areas were reduced to rubble. Nearly 13,000 homes were destroyed in the 1,000-bomber raid alone, alongside thousands of other buildings, banks, hospitals, churches, and schools. Miraculously, the Cologne Cathedral, though hit dozens of times, still stands tall. It's a symbol of both the destruction and the city's resilience. The sheer volume of ordnance dropped means not all of it detonated on impact. Experts estimate that up to 10% of bombs failed to explode. This unexploded ordnance, or UXO, is a direct, tangible legacy of the air war. It's scattered across the urban landscape and buried deep underground. You might think after so many decades, these old bombs are inert, but time often makes them more dangerous. Corrosion can weaken fuses, making them incredibly sensitive to the slightest disturbance. Delayed action fuses were intended to trigger hours or days later. They might only now be degrading enough to be critically unstable. This can turn construction sites or dry riverbeds into potential trigger points. Across Germany, an estimated 5,500 unexploded bombs are still discovered every single year. That's an average of 15 finds every day. Cities like Berlin, Hamburg, Frankfurt, and Cologne, which were heavily targeted during the war, face this constant reality. This isn't just a historical footnote, it's an ongoing, expensive, and dangerous cleanup operation. Specialized bomb disposal units, like the Kampfmittelbesetigungsdienst, Kampfmittelbuddienst in Germany, also known as the KMBD, are tasked with safely neutralizing these relics. It's incredibly hazardous work. Seasoned professionals with decades of experience handling hundreds of bombs can still fall victim. In 2010, a World War II bomb in Göttingen detonated during disarming, killing 3 experts and severely injuring 6 others. It's not just major construction projects that uncover UXO. Sometimes, it's a gardener digging a new flower bed or low water levels in rivers revealing submerged bombs. These finds require immediate action, evacuations, road closures, and the tense, painstaking work of the bomb disposal teams. Cologne is no stranger to these disruptions. Just recently, in August and October of 2024, 4 bombs were found and safely dealt with. One massive 1-ton American bomb, discovered during construction, required evacuating over 6,400 residents and clearing nearby hospitals before a complex controlled detonation could take place. It was described as the most complex operation since 1945. The unexploded ordnance problem extends far beyond Germany, touching countries across Europe like France, Belgium, Poland, Italy, and even Ukraine today from recent conflicts. The strategic bombing campaigns of World War II left a physical scar that decades later still requires constant vigilance and dangerous work to make the continent safe.